Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see how to deploy and install CSI Spectrum Scale driver with secure SSL mode for communication with the GUI server. I already have a Kubernetes cluster installed and deployed, and it's a 4-node cluster, and I also have Spectrum Scale clients installed on it already. So as a first step to build a secure communication with GUI server, I need to get the CA certificate from GUI server into a file. For that I use this command, and I have got the certificate in the file named Spectrum Scale Trusted CA Cert. Now I need to create a config map using this file. So I run the command kubectl create config map, give some name to the certificate, let's say CA Cert 1, and from file CA Cert 1. So the config map name and the from file name must match, and this is anything that you can give of your choice. And after equal to, you give the file name or the complete path of the certificate. Now here this config map will not be usable because we need to create it in the namespace IBM Spectrum Scale CSI driver. In my earlier video, I have shown how to create the namespace and operator, which are prerequisites for deploying the CSI driver. And I already have done those prerequisites on this setup. And as you can see, the operator pod is already up and running on the cluster. Now let's see how to configure the driver configuration so that it uses secure SSL mode for communication. So this is my cr.yaml. In here, I have given scale host path as my file system mount path, configured the cluster ID coming from the Spectrum Scale cluster. Secret is something that I have already created. Please look at my earlier video on how to create a secret for this purpose. And in secure SSL mode, I have set this as true. And the certificate name we have used is CA Cert 1. Primary file system is FS1 and file set is CSI FZ. GUI host is the GUI server host name, and this must match exactly as it is specified in the certificate. Now let's see what is specified in our certificate. So if I look at the server certificate section of this certificate, the CN is created using full domain name. If it were created using IP address, then we would have to use an IP over here, or whatever is used in this CN, we have to use that as the GUI host value. Now my CR is configured. And now I will apply the CR. Alright, so it has created the CSI scale operator resource, and in few seconds we should be able to see the pods started to coming up. Alright, so all the driver pods are now up and running, the attacher, provisioner and 3 daemon set pods. So there it is. The driver is now running with secure SSL mode for communication with the GUI server, and you're ready to create PVCs using Spectrum Scale as the backend.